like, you need to see this email. And she automatically knew. She like, we got the contract. And I was like, we got the contract. We got the contract. But then when we seen that other provider name that we bid it again, oh, I was like, we big. Like,
hey guys, welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
And we're the owners of a non-emergency transportation company based here in California. Now today, we are going to discuss how smaller NEMT companies can compete with industry giants. So, last week, we shared a video about how larger NEMT companies and transportation brokers how they're obtaining some of those large contracts, and we explored the different avenues and different systems and strategies that they have in place to help them go after those major opportunities.
Yes, and it's not about the size, it's about the strategy. So stick with us, and we're going to show you how to flip the script and go after those big contracts.
That's right. This video is for the underdogs that are ready to punch above their weight.
All right.
So, Monica, one of the advantages that I feel that smaller NEMT operators have that larger companies don't is the flexibility to customize their services.
Yes.
I know we talk about this all the time, how we believe in creating a experience for our clients. And so I think that smaller companies definitely do have an advantage when it comes to offering customized services and not just like a one-size-fits-all, because let's face it, our clients all have different challenges.
Yes.
So that would be one area where I would say.
Yeah, I agree. We have the opportunity to tailor our services to meet the contract demand and needs, right? Because you're right. You want to show them that you're different, how you can stand out, how your business can compete for that opportunity. Like, what make your business different, even though you're a smaller transportation company? Like, what is different about you and your business, right? And so when you are applying for, or when you're completing your RFT, you want to emphasize those things, right? You want to focus on key points that set your business apart from others, right? Your other competitions or your other competitors or those other larger NEMT companies that are out there. Like, what is different about your business and your brand?
And that takes me to finding a niche within a niche. You cannot be everything to everyone.
Yes.
So you got to think about what can you incorporate into your business that you can become the expert in, and use your knowledge, right? Use your knowledge to display the industry knowledge and whatever it is you're doing to some of those huge players, right? Show them how different you are.
Right.
It actually takes me to when I think about like the Traversa.
Yes.
You know, you guys know that we have partnered with Broda, and we have been sharing so much information with you guys about the Traversa chair. Well, maybe that may be your niche, right?
Be your niche.
We have a student that just purchased the Traversa chair out in the Bay Area, and he's so eager.
Yes.
I think last week he had like 5 meetings lined up where he was like, I'm the first in the Bay Area with this.
Yes.
You know, even at the Traversa Roadshow in Atlanta, we told our story. We shared how we went to labor and delivery. We brought that Traversa chair with us to show the staff in the hospital what we were working with and what we can do. And we actually got a client.
Yes.
We scored a client just by the father seeing the chair. He's like, oh, my wife needs to go home in that. You know, so, you know, that's one key thing, you know, one niche that you could possibly incorporate into your business. But also maybe you want to focus on dialysis clients and creating an awesome experience for them. I had a student the other day. She came at me with a great idea And I thought it was really cool. I probably shouldn't share it with you guys, so I'm not. But man, she's coming next level. I'm talking NEMT entertainment. Okay, so we all know that when we're transporting seniors, this is really a social outing for them.
Yeah.
So, her niche is going to be off the chain. I can't wait for her to roll it out so we can bring her on the channel and really share it with you guys, because she's doing some good things.
But we point out these examples and these opportunities because we want you to be thinking of identifying a niche within your business, right? Because those are ways where you can go after those large opportunities and also share, like, this is how my business is different. This is what I am implementing within my business. No one else has this. No one else is utilizing the traverser chair. No one else know about these opportunities, but it's the opportunity for you to introduce it to the market, right? And so that is one way to set your business apart from others within the industry. So those are really good examples,
to open up the door, right? Because you're going to be the go-to provider for whatever specialty that you're specializing in. So you already know, in some levels of business, you can't compete with the higher up, the big dogs, right? But you can sure sneak your way in to figure out, hey, I may not be up here with you, but I'm on my way there. I'm climbing up that ladder, right?
But then also, here is one of the things that I see happening a lot within our industry. We do not even go after those opportunities. Or you even register on those websites where you can see those bidding opportunities. And so you also have to position yourself in a situation where you are receiving those invites to bid on those opportunities, so you know what opportunities are available for me within this industry. And I can assure you that there are opportunities for us to bid on. And so you never know what you can win if you haven't even bidded on an opportunity, if you haven't even bidded on a contract.
And we're not just talking, because I know we're saying bid, but we're not just talking government contract, right? We could be talking about health plans. We could be talking about working with brokers, but on a larger scale.
So you just have to position yourself in those situations, like where you go after those opportunities and don't wait for those opportunities to find you.
But then they may say, well, how do I go after those large opportunities when those agencies may require more vehicle, more manpower?
Good question.
How can I still approach that situation when I only got 2 vans?
Well, like we mentioned before in our previous video, so if you didn't watch it, go back and watch part 1 to this. You want to think big. Because you don't have those vehicles in that moment, that's okay. You're thinking big. You want to still apply for those opportunities, and with the mindset in place, like, if I get awarded this contract, if I get awarded this opportunity, I'm going to be willing to secure this contract, right? And I'm going to be willing to adhere to the terms within this contract because I've won this contract and I know what is expected of me. So even if you're not in a position in that moment to, maybe bid on that contract, but like, this contract required for me to have 2, 4 vehicles, 5 vehicles, then
10 vehicles.
Right. You need to be thinking big. You need to know, like, I need to make this happen because I got this contract now, right? And so you have to adhere to the terms within that contract.
Well, how are they going to make it happen?
Well, you're going to make it happen because like, I've bidded on it. Like, you've already reached out to different financial institutions where you have inquired about financial resources, meaning, how can I get a loan? How can I get a loan, a business loan? You've reached out to the SBA. You know what it takes for you to secure a business. Like, you've already had these conversations. You have your business plan in place. You have investors that are willing to work with you. They believe in your business. Like, you have to think big. You have to be willing to put those plans in place. And so you just need to already be thinking about, okay, I need to go to my bank. I need to see what will it take in order for me to secure a business loan. How much do you need to purchase 10 vehicles? What would that look like for you, right?
But let's be honest though, Monica. banks are not giving the money away that they should to really help small businesses.
That's true.
And so that is why it's important for NEMT providers to build community within their geographic area. So if you apply for the contract, you get the contract, you don't have the funds to scale like they want you to scale, you've got business relationships with other NEMT providers.
And that was my next point. And that you're absolutely right. And that is the importance of having a community of people that you work with. So some contracts, they don't even expect for you to do the work yourself. You can subcontract. Only thing you have to do, you have to disclose within the contract that you are subcontracting the work out. So in a sense, not saying that you are the broker, but you are the broker. You have secured the contract because they like your mission, your value, what you stand for. You were able to win that contract, but based on the information that you put together, you won the contract. Now you just have to fulfill the contract. So that means, yes, you can bring on providers to do the work for you. That's subcontracting. As long as that information is disclosed within the contract and you're able to meet those requirements, you can certainly do that as well. So that's a good point. You're right. Because it is hard. You know, it's difficult to secure. I mean, I make it sound so easy, like just go to a bank, just ask for a loan. No.
Bank ain't giving no money.
It's more work than that, because it is more work than, you know, just going to the banks. But
then you got to think about the guarantee.
Yeah.
So if you do go to the bank and you ask the bank, let's just say you asked in the bank for, I don't know, $500,000, right? Well, what is the stipulations of that what is the guarantees of that contract? Are they going to give you trips? If so, how many trips, right?
That's true.
Because you can get a government contract and not have any trips.
Yeah.
Depending on how the verbiage of that contract. So you definitely don't want to go take out a $500,000 loan and then you don't have any trips to generate revenue to pay back the money that you borrowed, right? So yeah, I think that you definitely raise a good point. And also it's all about mindset. Like you said very early on, you know, go look at some of those opportunities that are out there. You may not be able to bid on those opportunities right now, but at least you could see this is what they're looking for. So you can set a goal for yourself by, you know, next year, maybe, you know, year 3, this is what I'm going to actively pursue. But right now I'm going to start building my business up so that I could, you know, could apply for those types of opportunities. But then you also think about technology, right? You know, technology is a big thing, and those big dogs, the ones that are up there, they're using advanced technology within their business, which is giving them the upper hand. It's attractive because government agencies and even transportation brokers, hey, now transportation brokers require you to have software when you're operating your business. So you can't just, there's no more manual stuff. You know, you got to get your money up so that you can invest in your business and put systems in place so that you can grow your business. So when we talk about the Bambis, when we talk about the Medi routes, you know, these are all resources that can be found on our website under the resource tab. You know, we're giving these resources to you, and we're giving them to you for a reason, because we know what is needed in the industry and in the just overall in your NEMT business to help you grow and scale. And even you mentioned those resources, but also with Osborne Digital, right? He's been helping a lot of our students grow and scale their business on the marketing side, right? So there are so many opportunities that we're sharing with you all, and we're sharing this for a reason, right? We want you guys to take advantage of those resources to put your business in a position where you can grow and ultimately scale your business, because it is possible. So that's why we say always build relationships, always set the foundation for opportunities for your business. You know, many of you, we have not shared that we have some major contracts, but we've hit a huge contract we were able to obtain a couple months ago, and we competed against a transportation network company. Well, guess what? we won.
Yes.
We won. The agency selected that transportation network company, but also MJ Reliable Transportation. So, you know, we were just so thrilled and so proud that we went up against the big dog to secure this opportunity. And so that's why we are here to share this video with you, because we don't want you to feel inferior.
Yes.
We want you to know that the opportunity is yours. You just have to put the right things in place and go after it, and just be dedicated and believe in your business. If you don't believe in your business, then who's going to believe in you?
Yeah.
Who's going to believe in what you're doing?
Right. And like we mentioned early on, like that is the reason why you want to think about that niche, your tailored services, because ultimately that's how we were able to secure that contract. We didn't try to really compete with that larger company. We just knew what we could do and what the level of services that we could provide, and they liked that. That's what they wanted. We went for that opportunity. That's what we focused on. That's all we focused on. Like
when we went into that interview, we had key points.
Yes.
And those key points were key points that we knew we needed to touch on, and we were not walking out of that room, that interview, until each of those points were described in detail. Right? So what set us apart was our experience, our NEMT knowledge, our dedication to assist those that need our assistance.
Yep. And that was the thing, the key point that set us aside. Like, even the smallest thing in your business right now that you may say, oh, that's nothing. For example, one of the key points that we mentioned that we touched on in that interview was how our drivers are trained. You may not think about, like, well, what does that mean? How can that set me apart? Because you don't know what those other companies are implementing. They may not be doing the same training as you are within your business, but those little small things, those small details can set you apart from others. And so, yeah, it's critical that you guys think about that. And like Jasmine said, we went into that interview with the mission, with the vision, and with the plan. And we were determined to make something happen, and we did. And so
you was crying.
We both were. Don't just put it on you.
When we got the email, that we had been awarded the contract, we were actually at the Traversa Roadshow in Beverly Hills. And Monica came running up to me. I'm like, what?
She was actually talking with one of our students in the course that also came out to that event as well. And I ain't gonna lie, I had been checking the email all day. Like, I couldn't even focus at the event because, like, I was so eager to know. And the reason being because we poured everything into making sure that, you know, that proposal was right. We poured everything into it. And so I was eager to know.
Mind you, we didn't even have experience in responding to requests for proposals.
We were seeking people to complete the work for us. Yes, we were seeking, and we was like, you know what, as we read through it, and we was like, we can do this. And we focused.
But let me back up. Even though we started doing it, we were still looking for people to do it for us. Yes. And we sent them what we had did, and they were like
questioning our work.
And
they was like, y'all don't need us. Every single person we sent that proposal to was like, you guys have it. Like, there's no value we can give you. Like, you've done it already.
You know your industry.
Yes.
So if you ever hire someone to respond to a request for a proposal on your company's behalf, make sure they know your industry, because those words are not going to come off the way that you would put them, because you know your business, you know your industry. So definitely have confidence in yourself. And we did. We were like, you know what? It's going to happen. If it's for us, it's for us. So, you know.
So, yes, I was crying. I did cry. I shared some tears because we poured everything into that contract. So
and this is a major contract.
Yes.
A major. I'm talking 22 departments.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's a major contract. So, yeah, I shared some tears. She did, too. And
I did.
And when we did find out, we were like, she mentioned we were at this event. And so she was in the middle of our conversation. I was like, you need to read this email.
Maybe we could put the clip in here so they can
Let's
see.
share that.
Opportunities like these, we look
Yes.
forward to. This is literally the next step for our small business, and I'm so excited about this opportunity.
We are so excited about it.
And I can't wait to create a YouTube video to share our journey of government contracting.
How we did it, what we went through. And when I tell you guys, like, it was worth it. It was all worth it. Yeah.
Good job, girl.
I was like, you need to see this email. And she automatically knew. She like, we got the contract. And I was like, we got the contract. But then when we seen that other provider name that we bid it again,
oh,
I was like, we big. Like,
we wanted to create this video for
to
you.
Encourage you.
For you, to encourage you, to tell you to go for it. I'm telling you, we ain't got 10 vehicles. We ain't got 20 vehicles.
Nope.
But we still stood on business, and we did what we said we was going to do, and we continuing to do what we said we was going to do. So hopefully our story can help push you to that next level. But let's continue on with the video, because we got a little sidetracked.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about offering competitive rates.
Yes.
Right? That's another thing. So you need to make sure that you understand your rates and that your rates are competitive in your market. Now, you cannot compete with the big dogs, so don't try to compete.
No.
So often we get consultation calls where people are like, well, you know, the bus company or whatever is charging, you know, $2 a ride. And then, you know, well, how should I price my service? I'm like, hold up. That company that's charging $2 a ride has a government contract. So they already got their money. They already got that money. That little $2 that they collecting, that ain't doing nothing for the business. So you need to understand, if you got a transportation company, bus company in your area that's servicing seniors and they're charging them $1, $2, is typically because they have a contract, a state contract, government contract that has already paid them for the service. So still make your prices make sense, right? And remember that all clients are not your clients. But be fair, right?
Yeah,
be fair.
I agree. And then while you are focused on that, you still want to stay compliant and professional at all times as well. So meaning, make sure your insurance is up to date. Make sure you have your license in place. Make sure you have your permits in place. Make sure your drivers are credentialed, like nothing is behind. Like, you still need to stay on top of all of those things, because again, you're setting your business up for success. And so those things matter as well. Like, you cannot just forget about those things. And what we mean by being professional, like, you gotta always remember that you are representing your business, your brand at all times. Whether you have that uniform on or not, like, you are still a representation of your business. So you want to keep that in mind at all times. When you in all spaces, you're representing your business and your brand. Yeah.
And it's okay to mimic the big dogs.
Yeah.
You know, you should be looking at them to see what they doing, how they move, and how you can move just like them, so that you can get to where they are. So there is nothing wrong with that. But like you said, professionalism is a big thing. When your dispatcher is answering the phone, make sure they sound professional. Make sure they know what they're talking about. When you walk into spaces to talk about your business, make sure that you're presenting yourself. You got on either your company uniform or a nice professional attire. But most importantly, make sure that you're confident in sharing information about your business. Make sure you know what you're talking about, right? Nobody expects you to be an expert, but people do like, you know, a smile, great conversation. Even if the conversation is about football or basketball, find something within that person that you could relate to them. And then you can kind of slide, you know, your business information, your business cards or whatever.
She's good doing that. I mean, it goes a long way. It really does.
But stop feeling like you cannot compete with the big dogs, because you can.
You can.
You got to make a way. And I'm excited to share our opportunity that we recently just got. Because it's a big one. But we share it with you so that you can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Stay consistent.
Yes.
And I can't close this video out without thanking God for everything that he has given us. Like, I just
see, I told y'all she was the one. You talking about me? Look, she can't even get through the video without crying.
Emotional because I'm telling you, like, we have come so far, y'all just don't know. When
the
we started our
adversity,
business, we had to walk away from opportunities because people weren't treating us fair.
Yes.
But we never walked away from our business. We stood on business. We stood on what we believed in. And we are just continuously being blessed with opportunities.
See how she made me get it? I was cool.
Girl. But I just... I've been doing a whole lot of transparent moments lately, even on Instagram. So, but I want y'all to know, like, you may not see the vision right now. But just stay focused. I know for so many NEMT providers it's hard and you don't see the vision. But take some time for yourself. Write your notes. Continue to do your research. Think about where you want to be. And then actively go after where you want to be while staying dedicated to who you are and staying dedicated to your business. And don't give up.
Don't give up. Please don't give up. Like, we are living testaments of that, and that's why we share that. We're not boasting, we're not bragging, but we share what we were able to achieve because, like Jackson mentioned, we want to encourage others. Like, you can do it. We know it get tough, we know it get hard. Like, we're doing the work with you all. You're not in this alone, and so we know how you may feel in those moments, but just be encouraged. Like, don't get discouraged. You can do it. I promise you can.
Absolutely. So I do want to say that Monica and we have been doing so many networking events, and we are just like, you know what? These networking events are so valuable. So valuable. So what if we had a networking space for NEMT providers only to come in and to collaborate with one another and to get information, share information? Because at the end of the day, when our community of NEMT providers, when we all grow, we grow as an industry. And so y'all let us know, would you be interested in us hosting networking opportunities in multiple states for us just to come together and collaborate and share ideas? If it's something that you would be interested in, drop your state below. Because we need to know where we going.
Where we going?
Where we going?
We ready to
go. Where we going, Mo? Where we going?
We ready to travel. So we need to know, like, what we need to be going. So if it's your state, let us know. You want us in your state. And we're going to start sending out some dates. Real soon.
All right, y'all. Check them emails.
Bye.
Bye.